Yo, 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 welcome back, boys and girls, fight fans all around the world, to another episode of The Champ and the Champ, where we basically talk about who the next UFC champion is gonna be in any weight class, any division, girls, women, and men. But before we can do that, I gotta introduce our co-host, Champ. How we doing?
I'm feeling real good today, man. Feeling real good.
Love it, man. All right. Let's give these people what they want. Some amazing MMA news, bro. How was the fight? Obviously the main event we had Magomedov, the champion, rematching Alex Pereira. Alex Pereira coming with the win. First round KO of TKO officially. It was a minute and 30 seconds. Bro, crazy. Did you think that was gonna happen?
You know, I think once they once they explained like that Alex was really hurt and they kind of broke down like why they thought he lost the last fight because he was kind of hurt and all that. I was expecting that. Yeah, I mean he was significantly the better fighter, and Magomedov didn't really even try to wrestle. So yeah, I mean, and even I think he didn't work last time anyway. So kind of, I guess I have to say, yeah, kind of.
For sure. This is the Champ show. So we're basically gonna be talking about is this fighter on your champ list or not? Alex Pereira, he's on the champ list for sure. Awesome to see him get the belt back again, especially in that fashion. Everybody says when they lose, they come up with some like excuse that you know, their foot was the size of a balloon or whatever. Um and it just felt like no difference from Alex Pereira. He is a little old. He also has a style of fighting that people say has a weakness, such as wrestling. And he did lose to Magomedov, who naturally is a wrestler in like the first fight. So I thought personally that maybe we are Alex Pereira came onto the scene, started, picking him off one by one. Crazy highlight reel this guy has in more than one weight class. And has a championship belt in more than one weight class to like kind of back that up as well. Um, but anyway, with that being said, when he said that excuse, I was like, no, is this like the fall? Is this like a Jose Aldo thing where like you lose once and you kind of just
Mm,
start going downhill?
yeah, that's a
Jose
good
Aldo,
comparison.
Brazilian champ, one of the greatest to ever do it, crazy highlight reel as well. Not the same weight class, but still, like I just had this weird feeling because Father Time, at the end of the day, man, my that feeling came from the idea that like Father Time
Yeah,
is undefeated. Alex Pereira maybe just kind of like juiced all of his luck. But I was completely wrong, man. This dude came out. It looked like he was angry, and it almost made him look like he didn't belong in that ring with him. You know what I mean? Like it looked like he was levels above him. That the fact, yeah, just stuffed everything, and those like 12-6 elbows to the side of the head were gnarly. The side of the ribs are gnarly, and I think it was a good call to end the fight the way it was ended. Uh Now leads me to say, at the end of this dude's fight. Well, first of all, welcome back, Alex Pereira, to your rightful throne, bro. You never really left it too far. Came back and got it like a true king. Never really lost it. Let's go. Um, awesome, awesome to see. Even more awesome was the fact that he paid tribute to John Jones. And if you guys, anybody listening to this who's a real fight fan, heard of the tragic news, John Jones and his brother passing away. Uh, condolences to his brother and very tragic time. If it wasn't, I think Alex Pineda was gonna go out there, had a call out plan for John Jones. However, this tragic news happened, and instead of a real call out, or at least the original one he had planned, he paid condolences to his brother and still said, "Hey, I want to go up to heavyweight." Dana White came out with an interview last week saying like, during fight week, I went into I went into the office over at the UFC PI, and guess who I saw? Like that I saw the person I would least expect. It was the guy who's main eventing the fucking UFC. He should be out there doing media somewhere fucking else, but somewhere else. But he's over here, doing. He's over here, and he wants to talk to me. He was demanding to go to heavyweight, and Dana White was kind of just like giggling because it's like you got a big task ahead of you, and you want to talk about going to heavyweight. Plus, you should be doing a lot of other media. Like, you should be focused on something else. Anyway, fast forward, comes out with the win, calls out John Jones, man. In the post-fight interview, Alex is like, "Hey, I want John Jones at heavyweight at the White House. What do you
Been
think,
happening
bro?"
too. You gotta keep on sending. Did you send it too?
That's it's a I honestly I think it's a big deal.
Sending right now.
Alex calling John Jones out for the White House. Crazy, bro. Um, it's only big news
Is
because
that why,
go ahead.
isn't that why I saw Tom
What about
a
Tom?
little bit? Aspinall? I thought I
Yeah,
saw somebody being a little butthurt, kind of like, hey, like, trying to not fight me or what? You know what I mean?
yeah. Tom Aspinall is interesting because he's obviously somebody who's not American, and this whole White House card, everybody wants it to be American fighters on there. Unfortunately, we just don't have that many
Oh, that
good.
makes
You don't
sense.
have any American champions on the roster except Kayla
That
Harrison,
makes
who's a girl
sense.
fighter, and of course she's probably going to be on that card. However, um, everybody wanted to see John Jones versus Tom Aspinall, America versus England. It would have been awesome, especially for like 4th of July. You know, the context is there. But Tom Aspinall was like, let's stop talking about John Jones. That guy retired. The, I've been chasing this fight for a while, so I'll fight anybody and anybody. He's fighting Cyril Gane very soon, and we'll see how that goes. I'm sure that he'll win. But White House,
Yeah,
man, we need an American to win, and it'll be. I'm not saying Alex Pereira is an American, but he's calling out John Jones. John Jones is an American. It'll be an awesome
I don't
fight.
think John Jones is ready, bro. Like, I was literally thinking that watching Pereira. I was thinking, man, like Pereira. I'm watching Pereira just in the 2 minutes. It was a minute and a half. It took him to demolish him. He was stalking him. It's like I don't think John Jones. I was really thinking to myself after watching the like watch. I was like, I don't think even. I think this guy might be the greatest light heavyweight of all time. Not off resume, off of like video game style like stats. Like if I had to pick somebody in the game, I think Pereira, bro. I mean, I don't know, bro. Like John Jones is always smart, but you can't out leg kick him. You're not gonna out leg kick him. That's for sure. Pereira's got the leg kicks for days, destroying your legs, and then you're talking about the kicking and then punching. I mean, the striking, right? Pereira's a better striker, and so all John Jones can do is wrestle. But Magomedov couldn't do it the last fight. I think Pereira's gonna his takedown defense, especially if he fights John Jones, is gonna be on point. He has one of the greatest wrestlers as his coach, and the guy was a 40-year-old oldest champion ever because he was able to out wrestle Glover Teixeira. I don't, bro. Pereira might be the greatest light heavyweight of all time,
Oh man.
and he's a champ, and he might become the if he can, depending on how he does against. I mean, I don't know if he can become a champ though. I got to see Tom Aspinall versus Cyril Gane to decide that. But would you say he's the greatest light heavyweight? Not off resume, off of skill and stats.
Sorry. What weight class are you asking me if he's the greatest light heavyweight?
Light heavyweight. Is he the greatest light heavyweight of all time?
Because for the record, I
Like
believe he came up from welterweight, right?
he came up from no from middleweight,
Middleweight?
185. Yeah, 185 middleweight.
I forget the weight class. Adesanya's weight class.
Yeah,
Uh,
185 is that's 185 because 170 is welterweight. So he came out at 185
First of all,
and he went
Alex Pereira was a
205.
champion, like a crazy champion in kickboxing. That's where him and Adesanya came up. Like that's the original story, right? He was a beast in that organization, like multiple champion in there. I think even a double champ in that organization. Moves over to UFC because he hears Adesanya talking smack that there's a guy out there sitting at a bar saying that he beat me, the champion. but he'll never come into the UFC, right? And then Alex Pereira's like, all right, bet. Goes into the UFC, starts pretty much beating all one, two, three, four fights in, fights Adesanya, beats him. Adesanya gets his win back. Shout out to Adesanya. That was crazy, bro. 'Cause Alex had
Yeah,
3-0 on him, and now that was like 1-3 now or
the
so.
boogeyman. That was the boogeyman
That was
for sure.
crazy, man. Adesanya forever solidified. That's some like more than BMF. That's something I like iconic, you know. Definitely going in the Hall of Fame. I would put that fight in the Hall of Fame. Anyway, moving on. Um, that's a crazy story, man. He's a beast in whatever weight class that was. I want to say it was middle class. You said we know 185.
Yeah,
Beast,
middleweight.
beast, beast. He beat one of the best. Already has a great story there. Then finally, on July 29th, 2023, 2 years ago, we get introduced to the light heavyweight Alex Pereira, bro. Guy freaking fights Polish power, right? Wins in a 3-round split decision. Then fights the samurai dude, Yuri Prokacha. TKO win, second round. Then fights Jamal Hill, first round, TKO. Rematches Yuri, second round, TKO. Oh man, that was amazing. Pereira Roundtree, bro. First of all, all the people that I've said, I don't think they're on their way out or anything. Those people are like, if not in their prime, like I don't know when they'll ever be,
Those
right?
are still a top five. Those are all still a top five contenders. They're still a top five contenders right
Yeah,
now.
exactly. Unlike, I'm gonna say
Oscar's
it,
top
unlike Ilia
five.
Topuria out
Jamal
there, he's
Hill's top
beating.
five.
We're seeing some crazy knockouts from Ilia Topuria, but other people who's knocked out, I feel like are on their way out. They weren't like gonna be champions anytime soon. So we'll see who he fights next and how he does. Moving on, just talking a little smack. Yeah, top five, top five. So, is he the best light heavyweight as we go on with Roundtree? Roundtree, okay, loses to Ankalaev. We think he was injured. The dude proves it over the weekend that he was. And it's one thing, dude, to go in there and rematch. Statistically, by the way, statistically, a champion who has lost, right, to somebody and then rematches tends to lose again. We've seen it with like Usman, for example, Kamar Usman, but he even did it to like Woodley. There's a few examples that I remember I was thinking about, but the fact that Alex went against the statistics and was able to get it back. It's like I said, one thing to go back in there into the rematch, get a win off of a 3-round decision over the guy who beat you. That's like already a pretty good victory in itself. But this dude, like, okay, getting a finish, maybe second or third round, is also a pretty good victory in and of itself. But he went in there and beat him on the first freaking round. Crazy, damaging stuff. Look, I don't think he cut him open. There was no like, it wasn't a
He was
bloody
he
mess.
was. I mean, the guy
Crazy.
was stalking him, bro. He was like stalking him. Like he was like, I'm. He had no fear. He was like, I'm going to knock you out, and you're just delaying the inevitable. That's what it was. So you're just delaying the inevitable.
Oh, but honestly, there's nothing bad I could say about Alex, man. There's really, we just saw Hamza Chimaev
Trash.
completely like whatever you want to call it, crucify
Yeah, I can,
the
we will say that he crucified the real South African.
the
But let
real
me go
South
back to my
African, bro.
original question. My original question is prime Alex Pereira right now. Alex Pereira right now versus prime John Jones. Who wins?
I think Prime John Jones, just because Alex Pereira is so good, he is that good, he is that guy. But I don't think John Jones is in his prime right now. I would think John Jones' prime, it was probably like maybe 7 years ago or something like that, 10 years ago. I'm not really
Correct. Correct.
sure. And the way his IQ, his leg kicks, is like he's so dynamic
But
fighter,
what
bro.
is he? But what does he do better than Pereira? That's what I want to
I
know.
think they're the same, except the fact that John Jones can wrestle, right? I believe John
I
Jones
don't
can fight.
think John Jones had that power, bro. I do not agree that John Jones had the same like one punch. Like I mean, it's John Jones would wear people down, kick. I never seen John Jones really do that one punch like that. I mean, not just, and if he did it was one time. Pereira did it to everybody. Everybody's gotten one punched. Like everybody. There's nobody that hasn't gotten just one punch right in the face, like and ended. Like they can't take it. Everybody, they all got one punch, and not only that, the power has gone up. Like he went from 180. I mean, I don't have a what memory do you have of John Jones just one punching somebody?
Never really. Yeah, you're right.
Exactly, bro. He doesn't have that. So I mean, John Jones is going to be like he's going to try to wear him down and wear him down, but the entire time with Pereira is that you have to just dodge one punch, and he's so good with it. It's a because it's not even the right cross. Like he's a right-handed guy. He's not even using his power hand. He's using you. He gets you with that left hook. The lead left hook is like it's such a short distance to your face, and he's gonna break down your legs. I don't know, man. I think John Jones' only way is at least be wrestle him. Or
Bro,
just
look at
wrestle.
this
He
dude's
can't
stack. John Jones,
beat him
W
wrestling.
W
So
W W all the way down,
if,
except here the
if John
disqualifications.
Jones
But
can't do it with the wrestling, it's over. It'd be over. Well, anyway, what about the other? Let's go to the other fights though. That
so
was
do I?
that was
Do I?
that was obvious.
He's up there. He's up there. To answer your original question, I think Alex Pereira is up there. Is he greater than Khabib?
Yeah, Khabib just wrestled dudes. I don't. Yeah, the punching, bro, the knockouts make is better than wrestling me, and then ankle diving. You know what I mean?
Wait, where are the rankings right now? Wait, where does Alex Pereira stand in pound for pound rankings?
In pound for pound,
He's
what?
number
Who cares about
six
the
on the.
rankings? What
He's
about
number
you?
six on
Pound
the
for
website.
pound, for you, pound for pound, is he not better? Where is he ranking pound for pound? For me, he's number two.
Right, because he's already going against John Jones. John Jones should be number one.
No, 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 no. Taporia number one.
We'll see, bro. We'll see because I just
We're
feel
talking
like he's
about
been
pound for
beating.
pound. I mean, we're talking about champs. I don't care what the rankings say. I'm talking about pound for pound. What Taporia did. We already established that last time
All
that
right,
he was.
Ilya Taporia number
Yeah.
one. Number two, Alex Pereira is on your list. Number
And then
three,
Islam.
and then four, John Jones. Where does he fall
Well,
into this
John Jones,
picture?
bro, he's not up there because he's old. He beat Cyril Gahn, and that's it. I'm not impressed. That's not. I mean, it's not about who he was, it's about where we're at
I
right
see. So
now.
you're talking about like right now,
Right
today, and
now, I'm talking about right now, not
like
all
the
time, not all time. Pound for pound, all time is tough because there's so many guys,
right,
bro.
right,
Like,
right, right, right.
but we're
Okay,
talking
okay,
about right
okay. We were
now.
talking about
Right
like Khabib.
now,
He's not
Ilya
even.
Topuria, then Pereira.
I would agree with that, bro. I would say that Pereira and Taporia are both gunning for that top spot, and
Let me finish.
I like whose record do you like better?
Um,
It's kind of hard to say. Alex Pereira, I think, has a longer. I think it's an unfair question now that I say it. He just has a
he
longer
also
resume,
lost. He
and they're
also
all
lost.
freaking highlights, though, except for that one.
Okay, you can close it.
Taporia has just an equally impressive record, short though, and I think Alex Pereira has really faced the boogeymans of the division, right? And then some. Ilia Taporia still needs to face Arman, still needs to face Islam, still need. Alex Pereira is.
Well, Islam ran away technically, and then on top of that, he already faced Volkanovski and flatlined Volkanovski. I mean,
The dude was coming off
I
of a
think
like
Arman. I don't think
losing
Arman
streak.
stands a chance, bro. I think Arman, like you said, bro. You gave Arman. You were harder on him than me. You said he was out here breaking his back like he's a, he just lost respect after that. You're the one that were giving him crap for breaking his back. I mean,
Well, yeah, man. So you're
and
like
really,
working
I
for
mean, and
Nina
the fact
Drama.
that
Like, what are you doing, bro?
Taporia's not ducking Islam. He called him out. Islam is like, you're not worthy, blah blah blah. But Islam is, in my opinion, ran away. If somebody's saying that about me and he's really holding a belt and he's holding my belt, the one I gave up, just so Islam, where is Islam? Where's that fight? Where is Islam? That's all I can say. All I know is all I'm constantly saying is where's Islam? Where's
It's
Islam?
coming up soon, dude. Pretty soon.
Yeah,
I mean, I'm
whatever, man. Well, until then, he's number three. Until then, he's number three. I'm not rocking it.
all right.
Taporia,
Before this turns into
Taporia
the
did it.
Alex Pereira show, just want to mention, welcome back to the winning circle, Alex Pereira, champ,
Yeah, welcome to the
champ.
champ show, bro. Welcome back to the champ list, baby. Let's go. I had him. I was not doubting him, but I gotta call it how I saw it, and I don't count injuries. So everybody's injured. So you want to say if you're injured, don't fight. But he was fighting back to back to back, and he was hurt, broken hand, blah blah blah. Okay, well I saw what I saw, and he kind of fell off for a bit, but he showed that I was hurt. Now I'm back. It was over. It wasn't even close. It wasn't even
Baby,
close.
I'm back. Don't look no
But in
further.
terms of the other fights, I mean,
Yeah,
Atiba,
we got Marab Dvalishvili.
yeah, I don't want to talk about it. I don't want to talk
This
about it.
guy's the man, bro, versus Corey Sandhagen. He was
Come
number
on, man.
four in the world. I really like Corey Sandhagen going into this fight. Funny dude, great IQ. And I think he fought very well, but Marab is just the man. He proved it, bro. 5 rounds, not a finish.
Never a finish. So it's just, it is where he is. He's on the champ list because he's a champ, but he's not my guy. He's next to Ham. I mean, he's above Hamzat, but they're just it's not my guy. Not my guy. I'm a Marab fan because he wins and he dominates in his cardio and all that. But we're here for finishes, man, and he doesn't ever finish.
I
So
don't really know what this means for Corey Sandhagen. I feel like he
he's
really
done,
had this.
bro.
This is like, man, I don't
He's a
know. I don't
gatekeeper,
know. You
bro.
tried, bro. I think this is
He's a
a
gatekeeper.
hard
That's
pill to
all it is.
swallow, but the reality is that you'll just always be second, or I guess number four in the world. And I say that with love. Number four in the world is crazy to say that you even reached, but to be like the, I know you wanted to be the champ. It's just not while, not while Marab's alive.
Yeah, I feel
Moving
like
on,
wasn't he like an interim champ at one point?
possibly, but I
Possibly,
don't
but not.
remember.
Well, that was the past. There's just people out there.
No, I don't
There's
even
been
think he was. If he was,
yeah.
I don't think he
He
didn't
might have
count it,
fought
neither did
for it.
I.
He might have fought for it or something like that. He might have fought for it or something like that. But Corey Sandhagen's always going to be a goat. He'll be a great announcer, just like Dominic Cruz.
Oh, great. Yeah. Yep.
I think him and Dominic Cruz will be like, they could make a great tag team announcing.
I would totally watch that.
Yeah, you know what I mean. But other than that, that's where it's at. I mean, all I remember in that the card really, Atibe Gautier just flatlined some. I think it was the dude from the Ultimate Fighter. It was a guy from the Ultimate Fighter, Jose Medina, who just was way outclassed.
For
That
sure. Wait, hold on. We still got another fight between that. We got Yuri Prochazka fighting Khalil
I got
Roundtree,
yeah.
and
I don't have much to say
Roundtree
about
was
that.
interesting, bro, because he had fought Alex Pereira. We just obviously were praising the dude so crazy, and Roundtree lasted 3 rounds compared to Ankalaev at one
He
round.
was obviously hurt though, so you know what I mean. Like he wouldn't. He would
Right, right,
if
right. It's for sure.
Roundtree faced that Pereira, it would have been the same result.
Who do you
Same
think
result.
wins, Roundtree versus Ankalaev?
We're talking about losers, man. I don't know.
Okay, so we're moving on. We're talking
Yeah,
about.
come on, man. I
But
don't
really, I
know,
was just
man.
trying to tee up Yuri. That's all I was going with it. It's like,
Yuri,
what does this
Yuri
mean for
just,
Yuri? Yuri
bro.
totally knocked him out. I don't think he'll be beating Alex anytime soon because he already
Oh
lost
man.
twice. But I just wanted to give him a quick shout out, and that's really all,
All I
man.
saw to Yuri was a clip of him talking about how he thinks that actually that holding his hands up is good defense. Like, duh, bro. Like, he's in a post fight talking about, well, I didn't actually think that blocking with my hands would make a difference. What an idiot. I don't know, bro. Samurai Yuri is not my guy. He's a cool guy, but this is
All
his first
right.
fight, bro.
As far as the champ list goes, I think the next person we can skip to Josh Emmett versus Yusuf Zalal. It was the first round submission. Shout out to Yusuf, but we're gonna still too far out. Joe Pyfer.
Mm,
B. Joe Pyfer.
yeah.
We got a second round submission win over Amagomedov last name, bro.
Yeah.
Amagomedov last name, bro.
Yeah.
Wow.
Joe Piper is on the champ list.
Yeah, he's not a champ yet.
Not a champ list, but I think he's ready to fight for a championship. Let's throw him up there, top five. Champ list is top five. Give me top five right now. Like, you know what I mean? Throw him top five right now. What division is he? 185, right? Middleweight.
Middleweight, yeah.
Yeah. So the middleweight champ is Leon Edwards. No, who's middleweight champ? No,
Let's see. Middleweight.
not Leon, is it?
Khamzat
Nah.
Chimaev.
Oh yeah. See, come on, bro. I want to see it. I want to see it. Joe Piper can wrestle, right? Is it? No, no. That's Bo Nickel. Sorry, that was thinking of Bo Nickel. Joe Piper's not much of a wrestler. He might get
So
crucified
Joe
too, to be
Piper
honest.
versus Hamzat, dude, next weekend.
I could see him getting crucified, but I still want to see it. Only because that's all Hamzat's got. All Hamzat's got is I'm gonna lay on you and rub my elbow on your face. But like, I mean, hey,
Joe
he
Piper is
wins.
mean, bro, but he doesn't mean if you're mean. Hamza will he has that toolkit,
Yeah,
bro.
bro. DDP made people cry. He's a funny, mean guy, but it made him cry. But He's got his wrestling is out of this world for sure. Hamzat's wrestling is the difference is he doesn't have the Khabib finish. That's why he's not my guy. At least about Khabib, Khabib finished every guy.
Joe Piper, you're on the list, bro. You're that boy.
He
Get
is up there,
get
bro.
Joe Piper versus Hamzat in the White House now,
I'm down. Oh yes, bro. Can you imagine the White House having only championship fights in the all champ fights?
bro. Joe Piper just beat number 14 in Magomedov. He officially ranked, I believe. I mean, it's today is Thursday, so he should be ranked. Let's take another look at the rankings at the middleweight. He should be number 14 now. Middleweight. Joe Piper's number 15. Number 14 is Marvin Vittori.
Boo,
Paulo Costa, Roman
boo,
Dolidze, Jared Cannonier, Michael
boo,
Benham Page, Brendan
boo,
Allen, Robert
boo.
Whitaker, Kyle
Brendan Allen's all right.
Ohio,
Brendan Allen's all right. I would see him against Brendan Allen.
and
Kyle
Anthony
Ohio,
Hernandez,
boo,
Israel Adesanya, number 5, and then number
boo,
4, Renier de Riddicker, bro, number 4.
boo. I guess he could fight him. He can fight all those guys, bro. That's why he's on the champ list because right
Sean
now, all those
Strickland, number
guys.
3, Nazardine Imavov, number 2, Dracus Duplessis, number 1, and then Hamza at the champ list. So Joe Pyfer, I think, belongs in this mix.
Bro,
Like you
he can
said, he
fight
can fight
all
all
those
those dudes.
guys.
I'm excited
All
for his
those guys.
future.
I wouldn't mind seeing him again. Top five. I wouldn't mind seeing him against DDP or Sean Strickland. Like, I mean, all those guys, bro. Any of those guys, I think could. Any of those guys could get it. Any of those guys. Anybody on that list you just said could get it. Anybody.
All right, all right. So shout out to yeah, Joe Pyfer, definitely your boy, middleweight Atiba Guatier from
Yeah, bro. That
Cameroon,
guy's
bro.
a monster, bro.
He
I
beat the
don't even.
United States
In fact, I wouldn't
Tristan
mind seeing a
Reigns.
T-Bay Gautier versus Joe Pyfer. If we gotta, because she's on my champ list too. A T-Bay Gautier can fight all these
Oh,
dudes.
now we're talking, bro. Oh, I think I would like to see one more fight from Gutierrez because Joe Pyfer definitely is on his way
Yeah,
up.
he
And
did.
if
He did.
Gutierrez is on his way up, then they'll meet each other at the top.
Yeah, yeah.
But
You're right. You're right.
I wouldn't mind seeing that fight either. I just wouldn't mind it, bro. It's a good
But I
fight,
wouldn't
and
mind it.
I'm
I want
excited for it in
Gautier's
the
next
future.
fight top 15 for sure. Somebody like it's one of those gatekeepers like Paulo Costa or something. Just I want Gautier to go in there and just put that guy retire him. Retire Marvin Vittori. Go in there and retire Paulo Costa. Something like that. Go in there and retire one of those guys. Young versus old. I want him to just go in there and just retire one of those dudes.
And then as far as champ list goes, bro, we had a bunch of good wins over here, but some finishes, from in the early prelims. We had the Hawaiian win, a few ones, Edmund Zabazian, Panaheli Soriano. A few good wins, but none really to talk about in the champ list, and we have limited time. So shout out to Joe Pyfer. Continue to be on that list, brother. Um,
Shout out to Joe Pfeiffer. Shout out to Gautier. Shout out to Pereira.
yup,
Yuri, good job. Way to
and
block.
that's
Way to
about
block
it.
with your hands, Yuri. That's a way to block with your hands.
Now, Dana White's Contender Series. Wow, wow, wow,
Did you
wow.
watch that?
I did watch it. I
Let
watched
me
it.
go first. Let me go first
Go
because I
ahead,
don't know if
brother.
we have much
Yeah,
time.
please do, man.
There was a point. So that fourth fight where he gave out the double contract of the 25K. I
25K, bro.
I'm upset. I'm upset, bro, because
Oh,
that fight
interesting.
that fight got to a point where I literally was like, please stop the fight. I was turning away. I don't like that. It was getting to a point of like of brutality that I don't actually enjoy. It became less. It was like the guy wasn't even blocking. He was just when he caught like knee after knee. I'm like, dude, what are you doing? You're not even blocking. No defense. And if we're gonna hold that standard of okay, this is how it went. My issue is the next fight was the exact same. The next fight was the exact same. The guy broke his striking record. The guy who he was fighting never stopped coming forward. Never stopped coming forward. And kept fighting, kept punching. It was a lower volume, but he never gave up. The only difference was it was less brutal, like visually to watch. It was actually more of a contentious. It was better. It was a better fight. The last fight because the guy the freaking eye poker. No, it wasn't the eye poker. No, the small Russian guy was outclassed from the beginning. It was a unanimous. I mean, it was bad, and I just felt like if we're gonna reward what was the reward for? Because they had to go to the hospital. It's like I'm confused what the reward was for. What are we rewarding? Because if that's the case, the last fight was exactly the same. That guy was getting his butt beat for 3 rounds in a row, and was still never stopped coming forward. The guy broke his striking record all over his body, legs, body, head, everything, everything. The guy had like
Wow.
200 strikes, 200 freaking strikes, significant strikes, landed 68% all over the guy's body. Well, what was the reward for? Because like I literally had to look away. I didn't enjoy it. I did not enjoy this. After the second round, I was not enjoying it. His eye was busted. It was looking black. It was gross. Like I wasn't even sure if he was a human. Why was your blood looking? Why was your blood so dark? It was not what I wanted to see, to be honest. So that's my take. I was like, you know what? I know Albert likes these fights. Obviously, Dana does. Dana's rewarding what? Go in there and die. Go in there and die, and I'll give you 25K. I don't know what we're rewarding. I was confused because the fifth fight did exactly the same to me and was actually a better fight to watch, in my opinion. But that's my take.
All right, for sure. And champ, I respect the perspective, and I agree, you know. I definitely agree with you 100%. I will quickly in a nutshell say that most Dana White contender series contender fights, correct me if I'm wrong, are going to be 2 round fights. It goes to the third
No,
round
no, no,
if
no. That's only Ultimate Fighter. They're always 3 fight. They're always
okay,
three
so it's
rounds.
always three.
Yes.
Never mind. Never mind. That kind of just derails my whole thing, but after the first 2 rounds, I felt that it was the first round insane. You could tell that both of these guys were had that dog in them, right? You could tell they had that dog in them. I was surprised that the doctor didn't medically stop this because obviously the guy was
Disgusting.
cut over his eye.
Ugh.
And at the end of the day, I don't think it's like Dana White's fault for continuing the fight. It's not like he's gonna jump in and say stop the fight. It's literally up to the ref
Yeah.
or the medical commissioners who would be like, let me take a let me take a look at that. And yeah, no, you can't fight. I did feel what you felt a little uncomfortable after, especially like at the second round, going into the second
That
round.
tie clinch, bro. He had the
And
tie clinch for
the
like
tight clinch
five
was
minutes.
vicious. And the fact that he was eating them,
He
like
was
he
just like
demonstrated a
swinging
lot of
him.
heart, but I was like,
Oh,
bro,
he,
yeah,
the tie clinch, and he was like swinging
insane.
him back and just knee. Huh. And the guy wasn't even blocking. He was just walking forward. I'm like, what are you
Literally, yeah,
doing?
he was punching to the body. He was like, oh my God, it was insane, insane fight. Um, I I was at the edge of my seat the whole time, but at a certain point towards the end of the second round, going into the third round, I did start to feel a little bit um worrisome. And whenever I start feeling worrisome, it's just like I don't want to look, it's just like too much, either too much damage, something like that. Like it's just this has gone like a
It's a
little too
little.
much.
It became too lopsided. Like because even the
And
next fight, although it was lopsided to the point where it was literally a 26-20, 26-30 because they decided to because the eye
but
poke.
it is a fight, bro. Like, you're gonna quit, like you're gonna quit the fight, or you're gonna go until like what's the
I'm
whole
not
point of
mad at the.
fighting?
I'm mad at the ref. I'm more mad at the ref, and then I'm also mad at the ref in the fifth
I feel like the
inning.
medical commissioner could have stepped in and been like, "No, we're not doing this."
It
I'm more
didn't look
mad
like it
at
was
them.
affecting his vision. I think it was. I think it was high enough above his eye that it wasn't going to like make him go blind. I think the only time they're going to step in is if they say, "This is going to make this guy go blind. We need to stop the fight."
Well,
I just didn't think it was. I mean, I don't even think the guy. I don't think the short guy deserved to be in the UFC. I don't think he was even. I think he's not good enough to be in the UFC. He just got destroyed. So what makes you good enough to be in the UFC? And if that's the case, you should get 2 contracts to the next guy
I
too.
think he belongs in there, possibly as a gatekeeper. We don't really know how far he'll get, but we don't have
Gatekeeper,
too
you didn't
much
even get
time.
anywhere.
So I did just want to talk about one more other fighter. This was an interesting one, and it was weird that we saw the 25K. So for purposes, interesting, right? Interesting that that happened. Um, I'm
Yeah,
glad you stated your point, but anybody else? I just wanted to shout out Emmanuel Rodriguez.
yeah, that guy was crazy, bro.
I've seen him before. I I couldn't
Really?
remember exactly where I've seen him from, and I can't recall it even now. But the fact that I see him now in Dana White Contender Series with that success, and I've heard of him even before he got there, I'm really excited to see him finally get into the UFC.
There's a lot of great prospects coming out of this, bro. This whole contender series has been I mean, it's been almost like 5 contracts every single week. We got like 30, 40 dudes coming in this it's going to be great. Not to mention all the guys we just talked about: Gautier, Joe Pfeiffer. I mean, these guys are the next man. They're the next guys, and it's gosh, it's exciting. It's
For
exciting.
sure. Well, guys, thanks for tuning in for another great episode of the Champ and the Champ Show. We got through as much as we can. Stay tuned for the next one. Make sure you like and subscribe. Champ, stay golden as always, and
Stay
we'll
double
talk to you
golden, baby.
guys
Stay double golden.
soon. Double golden. Yeah. Let me get a double golden, please.
So, double golden IPA, baby. Chug it.
Chug. Oh. Yeah, man. I mean, this is gonna end
Shout
pretty
out
soon.
McGregor for ducking the tests.
McGregor. Yeah, he's out. He's out, but shout out to Mike Perry. He won bare knuckle over the weekend. Crazy. Mm, yeah, it's Mike Perry's the man, the myth, the legend. Alex Pereira back in the circle. Let's go. And next week we will be
Tom
talking
Aspinall, right?
about, or not next week, next episode, Charles Oliveira versus Gamrot.
Mm,
Stay tuned. Stay
mm.
tuned.
It's kind of crazy. I feel like, yeah. Oh yeah. Okay, we'll talk about that. We'll talk about that. Give him a little showcase of the fights, but we'll talk about that.